I don't know if you have noticed, but Austin Reaves has just been going the hell off recently, and this has been subject of some, frankly, very weird discourse, in my opinion. Specifically, people suggesting that what is happening with Austin right now is akin to Linsanity. For those who may not be aware, despite the fact that it is very, very well known, I will just quickly give you the context. Linsanity had a breakout like month or two, like not a super long period with the New York Knicks when they had a bunch of injuries. I believe Carmelo Anthony was out. I believe Amari Stoudemire, at least for a portion of that as well. And he just kind of came out of nowhere, put up some incredible numbers. He had a game winner on the Lakers, like truly the most out of nowhere player who then went back to not being all that good, didn't return with the Knicks, some controversy there, but injuries after that. Like, it was just this flash in the pan moment, and I think it is baffling that this comparison is being made. And of course, the main source of this comp is from the worst NBA show imaginable.
I am AK Bang Baby Luca, and I am shooting this shot to win.
The Jeremy Lin comp is a little,
Same thing.
little bit of a stretch.
Jeremy Lin-
How long has this guy been in the league?
Jeremy
How
Lin's
long
got
has he been in the league?
You're just being a hater, Kenny. I'm not being a hater. He's having an unbelievable week. But he's been good for a few years. Game winners. He's been good for a few years.
But he had
I'm just comparing it. They had great
but
weeks.
Jeremy Lin come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and come on, stop it. You just being a New York hater.
He's been in the league.
You think 51 is somewhere that's out of nowhere. 50.
Yeah, I mean, he's only done it one other time besides for the other 40-point game that happened recently, so maybe I was a little bit off. But I don't think it is reasonable to make this comparison. And unfortunately, as Kenny seemed to mean this as a compliment, is just going like, wow, he's had an incredible week. But it's a little bit underhanded because it implies that it's a flash in the pan. Now, obviously, Austin Reaves is not going to average 34 points and 10 assists for the entirety of the season. If that happened, that's a whole lot bigger than whatever the hell Linsanity was. However, there was plenty of evidence to suggest that Austin Reaves was capable of putting up all-star level numbers. For example, without LeBron James in 9 games last year, he put up 28 points per game and 8 assists. 9 games is not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough proof that, like, yeah, when Austin is called upon to do more, he typically does more really, really well. He had the 51-point game against the Sacramento Kings. He followed it up with 41 points against the Portland Trailblazers. However, he did have just 5 assists to 8 turnovers, so he said, bet, let me go into this game versus Minnesota, and he had 28 points, 16 assists, and just 3 turnovers. So yeah, not only that, like before the 50 piece, he had 26 and 9, 25 and 11. Like, it's not that shocking to me that Austin is doing these things. Now, what my main worry with him, the thing that sticks out to me is, of course, people being petty pointed out that, like, when they had their very terrible playoff series last year, and Austin was just really, really not good in that series. I was like, I think the Lakers should consider trading him, just because within this trio, like, Austin kind of gets shafted by the fact that he's a really, really good on-the-ball player, but he was more or less relegated to being a spot-up shooter upon playing in the playoffs this last year. And that is the thing that I'm a little worried about. Now, what's interesting about that is that LeBron James might not be a Laker after this year. And of course, Austin is much younger, and it seems like the Lakers have just really unprioritized LeBron. So this does mean there should be more opportunity for Austin going into the next couple of years of his career. However, I don't know that it will still be like he's putting up definitely all-star caliber numbers when Luka Doncic is present, because Luka is also a very, very high volume ball handler. Now, that does not mean that Austin does not have a good off-ball game. He's a good shooter. He's a decent cutter. Like, I like what he does without the ball in his hands, but it is very clearly having the ball in his hands that causes these numbers. Like, he is a very, very good decision maker. He keeps the defense guessing a lot. He's really crafty around the rim, as proven by the game-winning floater that he hit versus Minnesota. He is a very good passer. Like, I don't know how you can say that a guy is having a Jeremy Lin type of situation when last year he averaged 20 points and 6 assists per game. He had that month of March, or I think it was March last year, where what the hell numbers was he putting up in March last year? Let's just go get the actual specifics. March. He put up 23 points, 5.7 assists. Where am I? Is it like early on he didn't do it? Where am I missing here? We'll carry this over into April. It's April. That's the month that it is. Yeah, 24 and 5. Like, he's always been quite the capable scorer, always been quite the capable playmaker. Like, there's really no reason to be like, oh, this is Austin Reaves, or this is Jeremy Lin. You know what I mean? So as for the question of the video, like, how real is this? I would say it's very real, but that is also a little bit determined by the context. Like, I don't think Austin Reaves is going to put up anything resembling these numbers when the Lakers are healthy. The positive of it, though, it shows that the potential with him is very, very real, and it shows that the Lakers, with a man down, and in this case 2 guys down, their 2 best players, at least theoretically, unless Austin Reaves has secretly eclipsed LeBron, but like, their best players can miss games and they can still get wins out of it, and that is really, really huge. It is. The big thing, though, the big test of like what Austin's ceiling actually is, unfortunately, I don't think the Lakers is the situation for him to do that. Like, if you would have told me the Lakers traded Austin this offseason and the team that he went to, he averaged 25 and 8 on good efficiency, I wouldn't blink. That would be the most believable thing in the world to me. But if you told me that Luka and LeBron both play 65 games this year and Austin also averages 25 and 8 while that's happening, I would be shocked. That would have to mean that either Luka or LeBron dramatically reduce their on-ball looks, their general approach to offense. Like, there's just not enough opportunity for Austin Reaves when those guys are not there to put up these kinds of bonkers numbers. So, I don't know. It's like, Reaves is showing this ability that I think was always there, but it is in this specific context. I don't think that makes it a Jeremy Lin situation, but it certainly, I can understand a little bit why this is surprising to people, but like, as I'm glad that Kenny at the very least got some pushback on that. Like, Austin Reaves has been a very, very capable offensive player for a minute now, and I remember being like not that I'm the only one who thought this, but like, I don't know, whistleblower, the canary in the coal mine. Like, back when D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reaves were playing together, I'm a D'Lo hater, to be fair. That was a large part of this, but I was also like, Austin Reaves is just as capable off of the dribble, arguably more because he gets to the rim and the free throw line more, and he's at least comparable passer. So like, I really didn't understand where that was coming from. And while we're talking about free throws, I also want to point this out. Austin Reaves averaged 5 free throw attempts per game last year. He also, when he had that stretch, was averaging like 7, and he has always had a pretty good ability to draw fouls. Like, he has, whether you want to call it flopping, foul baiting, whatever, he has always been selling calls. So that aspect of it as well, not really that surprising to me. It's just the same shit that he was doing with the volume turned up. So yeah, Austin Reaves, very, very good. He's about to get a hell of a payday. And I think he was borderline expendable for this team before, just because, again, him and Luka is a little bit redundant. But I think if he's this fucking good, even without Luka, like, you have to be like, okay, Austin's going to be on the floor every time Luka's not, and we're just going to have a phenomenal offense all the time. Yeah, I expect these numbers to calm down. It only makes sense that they would, again, with his LeBron and Luka present, but not Linsanity either. He's very clearly been able to do this the whole time if you were paying attention. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.